Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ticket to Life. I am your host, Henrie. This is Henrie, and I am here in Texas for any of the new people listening. Welcome, bienvenidos, and howdy. I hope that everyone's having a good day. And I hope everything is going right in your world. You know, it just seems like we've always been, lately, everyone around me is just so busy. It's the end of the school year where teachers are counting the days, which I cannot blame. Teachers have had it rough. I did see something funny on social media, and it was a little reel, and it was a teacher, and she's on the phone, and I guess a principal walks in and said, I'm making the name up. Names are all different. They're I don't know who this person was, but I'm going to say her name was Tiffany. And principal walks in and says, Tiffany, what are you doing on your phone? And she looks at him and says, what are you going to do? Fire me? I think not. And she just starts laughing. The next thing is she is painting her fingernails, and principal walks in. Tiffany, what are you doing? She goes, painting my nails. What are you gonna do? Fire me? And starts laughing. But it's true. The teachers, poor teachers right now, I wish they could just be on their phones and painting their nails, but they are not. Teachers are really busy, especially here in Texas, because we have that state testing we do here. But anyway, I guess all states do that. But anyway, it is been a tough few years for teachers, for all the educators, not just teachers, anyone in education, the office staff, the custodians, the coaches, everyone involved in education. It has been tough, and God bless them. So I hope that at the end of the year, you make sure to give your kid's teacher a big thank you, and hopefully a gift card or some special gift that because they deserve it. Teachers work so hard. I used to work in a school, and you see, I don't think people realize the behind the scenes thing that goes on in a school, public school, private school. It's a lot. It is a whole lot. And you know who's worse? It's not even the students, the parents are making it really hard. I mean, because, all the kids are saints. But anyway, kudos to all those wonderful teachers. I hope that your summer days are soon coming, and I know they are well deserved. So I want to share something kind of, it's an announcement, I guess I should say. Big announcement. This coming summer, we are just going to be so busy with my daughter moving, a grandson being born in the fall. We just have a lot of things going on right now. So I'm going to have to cut back on my podcast. I know you're all heartbroken. Don't cry, don't fret. But I have over 80 podcasts. And trust me, I'm sure there is one out there that you would like to hear talking about relationships, broken hearts, mental health, police officers, teachers, you name it. I think I've covered it. I'm still there, but there's always something to talk about. Talking about the holidays, COVID, grandparents, you name it. Again, people pleasers, how to say no. Go back, look at the podcast. I'm sure there's one that you will be able to enjoy. I hope, hopefully make you laugh, hopefully help you in one way or the other, help someone around you. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but I'm going to have to cut back. Instead of my weekly podcast, I will be doing podcasts at least throughout the summer into fall, at least every other week. So you haven't gotten rid of me yet. I'm sure that you are all really heartbroken. Stop crying, because I am still here. Now, if you want to reach out or need for me to help you in some way or the other, you can always email me at ticket2life022@gmail.com, or I'm on Facebook at Ticket to Life and Instagram. So it's not like you're getting rid of me yet, as I said earlier. You are stuck with me for a while. But anyway, I wanted to make that announcement, and just to let you know that I thank all of my listeners throughout the world that are listening. I appreciate you each and every day. So well, here's a fun fact. I did want to share a fun fact. Did you know that 60% of the human brain is made of fat? So does that explain why I weigh as much as I do? Because of my brain. It's so large. It just is overpowering. worried on my weight. No, we know that that isn't it. But anyway, and that your brain isn't fully formed until the age of 25. So that explains a lot of the crazy stuff we do as teens. That explains a lot of crazy stuff that we do in our early 20s. So once you hit that 25 mark, you better try to start making good choices. Because I know we all try to make good choices. But I wanted to talk about something. I don't have a lot of knowledge of it, but it's out there, and I wanted to share that with you. How many of you have heard of AI, artificial intelligence? How many of you know what exactly that is? Well, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do want to put some information out there because, believe it or not, there are scammers. Yes, there is a podcast on scammers. But this is not it. But there are scammers using this. And you're like, how are they using that to come against you? Well, there was this story, I think it was on Good Morning America a few months ago, and it was a mom in Arizona. Now, I can't quote any of it, but I can tell you what I remember about the story and what this AI can do. They can pick up on a person's voice by social media like TikTok, Reels, any live video you may do on Facebook or anything like that. If you're speaking, it's in out there, people. You know that if you post a picture and you send it to someone and they delete it, it is still out there somewhere in the cloud, someone's cloud. It is out there. Well, these systems, these artificial intelligence systems that people, and they say that anyone with the right system and knowledge can clone a voice. Literally clone a voice. I don't know if anyone would want to sound like me, but literally me being on a podcast, someone could clone my voice and use it to scam a family member. Well, this story back in Arizona was a mom. She gets a call and her daughter is skiing with friends. I don't know if it's spring break or whatever. Anyway, so mom gets a call and it's her daughter's voice. And the mom and the daughter says something like, "Mom, they have me. They're going to hurt me if you don't, pay them money," or something. Again, I'm not quoting. This was a story I'd heard or read. Well, heard and read. But anyway, it was a while back. So, and of course, mom panics. Oh my gosh. And she said she did not recognize the phone number that was being called from, that was calling her, but she picked it up. Why? Because she knew her daughter was, on a ski trip. So she picked it up, maybe she's using a friend's phone, maybe. And so she, of course, naturally, she picks it up, hears her daughter's voice and panics. Like, oh my gosh. Well, then after the daughter is playing with her mother, after she's playing with her mother, a man gets on there and starts threatening that if the mom doesn't give them money, that they are going to harm the daughter. And so then the next thing is the man says, "I will come and pick you up." Again, people, there are people that aren't on a lot of social media, but if they're anywhere on an internet with an email or something, you can't be found. Just to let you know, you can be found. Anyway, so the mom, they get off the phone and she, I don't know, she starts making calls. Come to find out, daughter is fine. Daughter's having a great time. And they did not, I don't believe they caught whoever it was, but this guy was actually able to clone the daughter's voice. It could have been from something she put on Facebook, something on a reel, on TikTok, like I said, any of those. I don't know what, but they are able to do this. So, there are so many scam things going on. Like I said, I have a podcast on scammers where they're scamming people, usually elderly people, for money because their grandchild, they get a call and say, or a text saying, "Grandma, Grandpa, I'm in jail. Could you please send money? I need help." And the grandparent, "Please don't tell mom and dad." And grandparents do it. So Talk to your kids, talk to your parents, talk to your elderly, talk to the young. You've got to be careful because this AI, this artificial intelligence, is bad. What I found out. Now, Stephen Hawking, I don't know how many of you know who he was. He was this scientist. He was like this genius. He was like one of the, they say, one of the most brilliant scientists, brilliant men. Or no, I think it was, and here it is, scientific mind. He had the most brilliant scientific mind. Now, he has passed away, Stephen Hawking did, but he made the comment. He made, I don't know, quote, this is off of Google it. And he said the development of artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Now, that just sounds kind of creepy, doesn't it? Knowing that something that's not real could ruin the human race. And you wonder, well, wait, how's that going to happen? But he was like so smart. He just knew so much. And he studied, even though he had ALS, he kept his work in science. And that's just so scary to me. Now we in our neighborhood, we got a new weather warning siren, and now it talks to us. It's not just the sound. There's a mechanical voice that talks to us, and I will tell you, it does sound very futuristic and very creepy. Just, talks to you when the winds are high, it goes off, and then it will make a thing. I don't know. But anyway, it is our future. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the movie, The Stepford Wives. Yeah, that's kind of futuristic and creepy too. But anyway, back to AI. It is something that can affect many people. So I'm just wanting to put that out there. It said that what I've looked up, I want everyone to be aware. Be smart. We are smart. Humans are smart. But unfortunately, humans are the problem of making this artificial intelligence. It just didn't start on its own. It says, we're looking up so many things on it. It said that it could hurt with the algorithmic inequality. What does that mean? Well, I looked that up, and it said something about it could actually affect people getting jobs of different races, or literally banish jobs of humans. I mean, my son had gone out to eat at some restaurant in Dallas and said that they placed the order, and all of a sudden this robot came, and it had the trays, and it brought your food. Because I'm sure they're testing it. Well, if you get that intelligence, jobs will be hard. I don't care who you are or what color you are. If you are not able to do just a simple job of flipping burgers somewhere, they probably will in time, maybe not in my lifetime, I don't know, but will have a machine to make burgers. And weapons, lethal autonomous weapons, AWS. Currently, that's exploiting AI with, it just sounds scary, right? It's a development, and they say that they've already tried to use it or have used it. And that's scary, knowing that, of course, but we have drones that shoot missiles. We have all this kind of stuff. And I mean, it's out there. So this AI is not just something to laugh about, especially when it may affect someone in your family. People are just mean. Not all people, of course, but people are just mean, and they will take advantage of those who are weak, those who don't know about stuff. So to me, this is just putting this out there, not just for you to know, but for you to share with people. Hey, you get a strange call asking for money. Our kids always we had code words. If someone strange picked you up and said, the typical, that's the thing, stranger danger. I just don't think people talk to their kids enough about stranger danger anymore. But if people talked, we always, because my husband was he's a retired officer, and used to say, if someone comes up to the school and tries to pick you up and says, oh, your dad's hurt or your mom's hurt, make sure you ask them what the password is. Because we always had a password. I don't even know what the password was. I was a vegetables cucumber, or I don't even know what it was now. But anyway, they're adults now, so they don't really need that password, I guess. But anyway, I think it's vital that you talk to people about certain things. We get scam calls all the time. Yes, we have the app that blocks the scam calls, but we still get them. So another thing that this AI can do is it's risk of privacy violations. How many of you have actually been in a room with your friends and you start talking about anything? You could be talking about, I don't know, well, we won't say politics. Let's say religion, or let's say you start talking about a certain item, a certain kind of shoe. Then all of a sudden you get on your social media and all these advertisements start coming on. And you're like, wait, that's weird. How did that happen? There's always a microphone. You need to go into your phone. I have a iPhone, and I know there's a microphone. You have to go off, and you have to be able to turn the microphone off for certain apps because it does pick it up. I mean, I always have to turn them off because I'm always looking stuff up, and then all of a sudden there's something that I forgot to turn the mic off. So you need to, if you're not sure, YouTube it, how to turn the mic off on your phone. It's fairly simple, because I know if I can do it, you can do it. But anyway, back to that, like social media is out there. We use it. A lot of people don't, which they're smart, but trust me, if someone wants to find them, they will find them, because there's some sort of information in the internet, excuse me, that is out there with your name. But anyway, the good thing on this, like on social media, if you don't want just anyone looking at your social media, you can go in there and make it private, as you should do, because that's probably the best thing you could possibly do, is make it private. You don't want people to get on there and listen to everything you have to say, or look at your pictures, or if someone wants to tag you in a photo, you can put that on there that you don't want to be tagged. And then, I think it alerts you if you do want to be tagged. You can take the tag off, whatever. But be aware. Just beware. Be smart. Because guess what? Humans are smart. We're very, very smart. So if you want more information on AI, artificial intelligence, and I hope I didn't scare anyone with this, but I just want to tell you that it is very important that you do know about it, because right now there's all sorts of stuff going on with the debt in the world and the U.S. So just beware that someone doesn't call and say, hey, they always say the IRS is not going to call and ask you for your personal information, because they probably already have that. Be smart about calls that you take. You should know what red flags. If you're not sure about someone who's calling and you don't recognize the number, don't answer it. Trust me, if it's important enough, they'll leave you a voicemail. I mean, if I don't recognize, I get crazy stuff all the time, daily, and a random, hi, this is so-and-so. Please give me a call back at, and then they leave a number. Well, you know what? I don't know who you are, so-and-so, so please stop calling. So, sometimes it'll just go straight to voicemail, but be smart. Don't let AI get to you. Be smart. Let's be a jump ahead of it. So anyway, this is Henrie, and thank you for listening. I hope that this helped you some. And just the other thing, just don't forget about that cute little announcement I made about it's probably starting the next few weeks. I will have podcast every other week, and I love all of you listeners. I thank you for listening, and please take care of yourself. But most importantly, not importantly, see, I get to rambling sometimes and just talk way too fast. I call that the Gilmore talk. But anyway, thanks again for listening. And until next week or the next podcast, please take care of yourself and go find your blessings.